The Seattle International Film Festival opened this year in one of the city's largest and most prestigious venues, the Benaroya Hall, home of the Seattle Symphony, with a seating capacity of over 2,000, a necessary location for a flourishing festival.
What floor do we go to?
M.K. Scott and his crew from OURview arrived early to assemble with the press corps gathered to cover the event. In this, one of America's foremost celebrations of cinema, filmmakers are eager to showcase their films. SIFF has launched the careers of many filmmakers who've made the leap from independent to mainstream. Joel and Ethan Coen began here with Blood Simple. Alex Cox brought Repo Man. Danny Boyle, Trainspotting, years before he won the Oscar for Slumdog Millionaire. Amid the din of camera crews setting up and jockeying for space on the red carpet, correspondents rehearse their opening segments. OURview's Nikki Lee Taylor.
Hi, Nikki Lee Taylor here with OURview. Welcome to the 2010 Seattle International Film Festival. We started all right off here at the opening night gala. We have a special presentation of The Extra Man starring Kevin Kline. He stars as a down-and-out playwright who squires wealthy women.
Chad Bystrom, our cameraman, caught it all on tape and more as the celebrity crowd began to gather.
Also starring as Katie Holmes, John C. Reilly, and Alicia Goranson. So tonight we have special appearances by Paul Dano, Alicia Goranson, and even the mayor. So keep it tuned right here.
The hall was filling up, and everyone had taken their places. Space was limited, and anyone without the proper credentials was out of luck. The senior staff of SIFF were the first to make an appearance.
The board of SIFF and their entourage. It's right in there.
That's the mayor, Mike McGinn, and that's Carl Spence.
They were followed by board director Carl Spence and Seattle's mayor Mike McGinn.
Who are you wearing?
It was all so strange to have this parade of familiar faces, people we only knew from television and the movies, there in the open to answer our questions. Nikki leaned in and gave it a shot.
It's a very original movie. What was it that talked to you about the role?
Yes, Mr. Dano, please tell us about your role.
It's a great part, and my character Louis Ives has this really wonderful balance of on the outside being somebody who dresses up and puts on something hopeful, but on the inside sort of feels unlovable and doesn't really know his place. And it's just a really unique world that the movie exists in. And got to work with Kevin Kline and John C. Reilly, and I like Bob and Sherry's film American Splendor a lot, so a good group of people to be with.
Thank you so much. I'm looking forward to seeing you.
Good. All right.
Next up was the film's co-director, Robert Pulcini.
I want to ask, nice to meet you. You're working with a lot of different talented actors. How was that, since there's so many different methods, how was that to gel and make that all gel in one film?
In a lot of ways, this was the most interesting film I've done with actors because these actors all have such different processes, and I learned a lot. You know, I mean, we've got Kevin Kline, who's really into the whole method of it all, and is, comes from a very strong theater background, and Paul has a much more interior way of working, and Katie, came from television and she's like this pro, and John C. Reilly, has his whole thing. So it was really interesting for me to work with these people, to watch them create these characters.
Great, thank you. I'm really looking forward to seeing you.
Thank you.
Alicia Goranson, who played Becky Connor on television's Roseanne.
What attracted you to the role, and what was about the role that you really enjoyed playing?
Well, the script was very well written. Jonathan Ames is based on a novel by Jonathan Ames, and Sherry and Bob adapted it and worked with the script. But it was just very intelligent. I was in the movie Boys Don't Cry, and I would say that aside that script, this was one of the, definitely up there with the more intelligent scripts I've read. And I don't know, it was just fun. This character spoke to me. It was a little out there, but fun, you know, dramatic a little bit.
Okay, well that's the important thing. Thank you so much for your time.
That's backwards.
So we're not all done.
No, just a little tiny.
The red carpet interviews were wrapping up, and the Benaroya was pouring drinks and pumping music as the crowd filed into the Mark Taper Auditorium. Never had an opening night for the Seattle International Film Festival played to such a capacity crowd. 2,500 in all, and not an empty seat in the house. The reception during the film and afterwards was overwhelming. The party lasted well into the night, and it was only day one of a 3-week festival. There was so much more to come.